Strange encounters, mysterious apparitions, the unknown. These have intrigued the human race as far back as anyone can remember. It exists in almost every nation, culture, and certainly cannot be separated from Asian folklores. Do you believe in the paranormal? I am Wraith. Welcome to my podcast. The Pocong. The hantu Pocong is a well-known ghost in the folklores known among the peoples from the Malay archipelago. It is said to appear in the form of a body enshrouded in white coffin cloth or kain kafan. During a Muslim funeral, a body has to be tied at several places to keep the cloth in place. When the body is later laid into the grave, the knot keeping the coffin cloth in place is removed. If by any chance the knot is not removed or not removed properly, the body is believed to turn into a ghost and will literally jump out of its grave. And this is the only way that the Pocong would move, by hopping. Despite that, witnesses have claimed that the speed that the Pocong hops is abnormal and extremely fast. In fact, you can find videos online which claimed to be that of the Pocong, and the speed that it goes is indeed very fast. The sight of a Pocong is truly terrifying. According to witnesses, the Pocong normally stays in one place, its gaze towards you, and it will remain still. That is, until you see it. That's when it will hop away quickly. Animism experts believe that the Pocong is a harmless spirit, only showing itself to scare you. Normally, the Pocong will disturb those who are weak spiritually. So far, there have been no cases or stories of anyone who had encountered a Pocong and being physically harmed by the Pocong. Or maybe they never lived to tell the story. This is a story by a witness of a Pocong.
My family and I had spent practically the whole day at my aunt's house, helping her get ready for her son's wedding. It was past 11 by the time we headed home. When we reached our house, most of us kids were already half asleep. We stumbled out of our car only to smell something very strange. There was a very strong smell of incense outside our house at nearly midnight. That was very weird, I thought. We figured it was one of our neighbors or something, so we just ignored it. If we had been more awake, maybe we would have been worried, as we don't think of any of our neighbors were the incense burning types, but at that time, we were too tired to care. After what seemed like way too much time, I finally was able to drag my exhausted body to my soft, comfy bed. I fell asleep almost as soon as my head touched the pillow. I swear I was that tired. I woke up suddenly with no idea what shook me out of my deep slumber, until I looked to the foot of my bed, that is. There, standing still and silent, was a hantu pocong. It was staring straight right at me. Although its face looked normal, if a bit blank, not dripping with slime or rotting or anything, I was still terrified. After a few more seconds of staring at it, I couldn't stand it any longer and dove under the blankets. I was under the steaming hot blanket for more than 10 minutes before I dared poke my head out. By that time, the hantu was gone. I have no idea where the hantu pocong came from and what it wanted from me. All I know is that I am very afraid of my house now. And one more creepy thing happened. One night, after the hantu pocong incident, my brothers and I were coming back home from sending my sister to her tuition classes. We were listening to some music on the radio at the time. However, the exact moment we entered the house compound, the radio channel switched to a prayer station. No one touched the controls at all. How was this possible? I have no idea. And the thing is, when the station changed, the person on the station was reading the first verse of Surah Yasin, which, as most Muslims know, is a very significant part of the Holy Quran.
So what do you think of the story? Has it ever happened to you? What would you do if you were in his situation?